And I'm standing off to the side. Next thing I know, here we go. Security guard comes over. He goes, can I help you? Is there something I can help you with? I said, no. I said, I'm waiting for my wife. I said, she missed the boat and she just texted me. She's getting on the next boat and she's probably about 10 minutes behind. So I'm just going to wait for her to get off the boat. And he's like, oh, okay, okay. I said, why? Do I look suspicious? He goes, I'll be honest, you looked really suspicious. He goes, you're standing outside of security, like in a corner on your, like messing around on your phone. I'm like, yeah, I can see that. We haven't gotten through security yet, so I haven't been searched or anything. Yeah, I can totally see that.
Welcome to the Addicted to DVC podcast, a deep dive into all things Disney Vacation Club. We share tips, tricks, and insider info, helping you make the most of your membership. Join us for the latest news, reviews, and interviews with DVC experts and enthusiasts. Whether you're a seasoned DVC member or considering your first contract, this podcast is for you. Now, here are your hosts, Mike Hurley and Gary Arruda.
Welcome to the Addicted to DVC podcast with Mike and Gary. This is episode 89, recorded in the DeFont Leroy Recording Studios in Sarasota, Florida, and Cranston, Rhode Island. I'm your host, Mike in Florida, joined by my cousin and co-host, Gary, up in Rhode Island. Good evening.
Hi, Mike. How's it going today?
I'm doing well, thanks. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you. Thank you.
You like my old school Gator hat that I got
That is
on?
nice. I like that logo. That
was one of the best logos, wasn't it?
It's good. I always see, like, online, they say who has the best classic logo, and it's always that Florida logo, the old Tennessee logo, the old Yukon logo is in there a lot of times, but I like the Florida one. I think the Florida one's really good. It's one of my favorites.
Mm-hmm.
What's new in your neck of the woods?
Not much. Just got back from a 2-day trip.
Oh, yeah. That's what we're going to be talking about.
I think that's probably what we're going to be talking about.
I think so, yeah. I think that was on the agenda, right?
I believe so, yeah.
Mm-hmm. You want to get right into it? You got a lot to talk about, or you want to meander a bit first?
I had a meltdown last night.
Yeah, why is that?
We went to Publix.
Okay.
And we were bringing bags in, and something was about to fall, so I didn't open the door all the way because I didn't want it to fall onto the cement. So I managed to get everything in, and then I go to lock the car, and it's not locking. And so I go and grab Susie's key, and it's not locking. It's locking, but the lights aren't going off, and I'm not getting the alarm bell. So I go, Susie, there's something wrong with my effing car. She goes, what? I go, I don't know. I can't get the alarm to sound. So she goes, I don't know if it's my key because I got a warning to replace my battery. I don't know. She's like, well, I'll get my key. I go, I already have your key. Your key's not effing working either. And she's like, well, it locked at Publix. And I said, well, it's not effing locking now. I hate these new effing cars. They have all these bells and whistles and technology, and nothing effing works. So she goes, well, why don't you try the door? Is the door open? And I went over, and the door was open, and I just closed it, and then you hear beep. And I said, thank you, Professor. And she goes, if you want to go back to your temper tantrum, by all means.
It's almost like it was operator error and not the car at all.
It was 100% operator error. And I'm in the verge of having my classic meltdown.
I don't think on the verge. I think you were pretty much 80% of the way through the classic.
Yeah, I was full into it.
For no reason either.
I said, you don't get mad. She goes, you go from 0 to 100.
It takes me a lot to get to that level.
Like, did you see that thing I sent you the other night that Kurt sent me on TikTok?
Oh, the guy punching his stick?
Yeah.
I could do that because I would.
If you banged your head on it?
Yeah.
You would turn around and punch it?
Yeah, I get mad at inanimate objects sometimes.
How about, like, you ever trip or you ever, like, twist your ankle and get pissed?
Yeah, I get mad when I hurt myself doing something.
Or, like, take a wrong step and want to turn around and kick the stair. Do you get that angry?
No, I don't do that too much. I don't know. We want to talk about your trip?
Yeah.
So, you had your buddy Hippie Guy who was on campus, right?
He was. Yep.
And so you had to book a room to go see him. Your bromance, you and Hippie Guy.
Do you think that's messed up? Like he's one of my best
Yeah.
friends? That's messed
No.
up, isn't it?
I don't think it's messed up. I think it's funny that you're more likely to book a room to go see him than if, like, my sister's down there.
Or you.
Or me. Yeah, that's fine. I don't find it.
No.
You'll
What
see
do they
me.
say? Blood's thicker than water?
Yes, they do say that.
No. It depends
good,
which
though.
sister we're talking about.
That's a good point. No, I don't think it's messed up. That's the whole reason you have DVC and you live close and you get to see people that you enjoy spending time
It's a
with.
beautiful thing.
What's wrong with that? I don't think there's anything wrong with that. So where did you end up staying?
Boulder Ridge. Worked out perfectly because there wasn't much inventory. And he just happened to be staying at Copper Creek.
That works out.
So I know, you and I both know that they have arguably one of the best bars on property, if not the best bar on property.
Geyser Point, yes.
Mm-hmm.
That's not to say anything bad about the Territory Lounge. That's a pretty good bar too.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Geyser Point's fantastic. So he's staying at Copper Creek. Is he in a 1-bedroom or is he a studio guy?
Oh, he's in a 1-bedroom.
That's nice.
And the reason being is because Kathy likes to have a washer dryer.
It's such a game changer.
She likes having a washer dryer. We obviously don't use it. I think we did when we got hammered with rain at Epcot when the Candlelight Processional got rained out.
Yeah.
We just put a bunch of our stuff in just to do a quick dry, but we never use it. But I know people who come on 7-10-day trips, they like to do laundry, and they like to do laundry before they head home so they don't have to do it. Is that correct, Mr. Arruda?
Yeah, I mean, it's nice going home without a luggage full of dirty clothes, but it's also you can pack less. Only pack 1 or 2 bathing suits and just wash them and have them ready to go.
Yep.
Less shorts, less shirts. I don't mind wearing the same thing twice when I'm on vacation. As long as it's clean when I put it on, I'm good. That doesn't bother me. I don't need a new outfit every day, Pards.
No, I always pack heavy, and I just emptied my suitcase this afternoon, and 50% of the stuff I wore.
Right. And you probably come home with about 3 shirts that you buy. Is there some
It
truth to
was
that?
just 2 this time.
There you go. Not as bad.
They are so nice. She wasn't even mad. I got us 2 DVC mugs, obviously one for
Yeah.
her, one for me. And then I showed the shirts. Every time I go, they have different shirts. And it was simple. It was classic. I'll probably post it on our social media. What is our DVC Addicts? Our Facebook group page?
That is. I believe so, sir.
So it just has the DVC member on the sleeve.
Yeah.
Because you want everybody knowing I own their MFer.
Yeah. Right.
Right?
I mean,
And
that's
then they
part
had
of it,
another one. And knock on wood, the golf shirts, the polos were not my taste because I would have had to load up another gift card. That place is so bad. It's a small footprint, but they have so much resort specific merchandise. It's insane.
Well, first of all, you stayed at Boulder Ridge. You're not even talking about Boulder Ridge gift shop. The people don't even know what you're talking about.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I'm all over. My ADD just kicked in. No. We made a stop over at Riviera Resort. Multiple trips over to Riviera Resort. Yes.
So that's the Riviera gift shop you're talking about, which is tiny, but they pack a lot.
It is really
stuff in
small.
that little corner.
Oh man, do they have good stuff? Let alone all the artwork that you can buy off the wall, not verbatim off the wall, but you can order in their kiosk. Most of the artwork that you see over at Riviera.
But let's get back to Boulder Ridge. So you booked. Now you don't stay in studios anymore, so I assume you have a 1-bedroom at Boulder Ridge.
I did a studio. It was expensive points because it was It was it was Thursday, so it was weekday. It was 19 points. I didn't think that's terrible, but on the higher end.
Yeah, spring break chart is a little high. Now, this is your first time staying at Boulder Ridge. I know you've stayed at Wilderness Lodge, cash side,
Mm-hmm.
but you've never stayed at
Mm-hmm.
Boulder Ridge.
No. And I'll
What
tell
were
you
your
what parts I got in, I parked my car, dropped my luggage off, parked the car, went in, and as I was checking in, I told the girl, I said, "Look, I'm here one night. I'm not picky. I just ask if I can get a non-accessible." And she's like, "Well, you're a tall guy." She's like, "I don't blame you for not wanting to have that low bed." It was the first time somebody completely understood
Why you were saying it?
why
Yeah.
why I was saying that. And she said typically she said it's hard to get an accessible room unless you specifically request one. She's like, so I can pretty much almost guarantee that you're not going to get one, but let me just double check. And she just did her magic. She's like, "Yep, you're all set. You're on the fourth floor, and you're good to go now." I'm like, "Oh, so much for the midnight check-in, like
Yeah,
so
right.
many of our friends in the community have." So
About what time was it?
it was when I got there, so it was 2-ish,
Okay.
2:05. So I ran over. I did a quick vlog because I like to do the vlogging before I have all of my
Bring your stuff in
bags
there.
up there. I called down, and I mean, I don't know how they got there so fast. It was literally when I hung up the phone, they were knocking on the door with my bags.
Hmm.
So I was hungry. I hadn't eaten all day,
Yeah.
and you have a coffee or something or coffee on the way, and it just
Can I
hits your stomach, and
can
now
I
you're starving.
interrupt
Yeah,
you
go
for a
ahead.
second?
I'm sorry. Yeah.
What
Yep.
What are your impressions of the room? First time in a
Oh,
Boulder
I
Ridge
loved it.
room.
Loved it.
It's great.
I love the color palette.
Yes.
I love the couch. I like Huey, Dewey, and Louie and Donald.
Mhm.
You saw the view. I had a great view. I was
Yeah.
overlooking Copper Creek, and to the left was the covered walkway in between Boulder Ridge and Copper Creek,
Yep.
and then to the right would be the lake and the swimming pool. So I had a great, fantastic room. It was nice. It was quiet too.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a quiet hotel, that part. Because there's nothing to draw people into that lobby if you're not staying there. Like, it's
Other
nice
than the
to
fact
chill.
that it's amazing.
Oh, it's gorgeous, but there's not a gift shop, there's not a little quick serve,
Right.
there's nothing that's gonna, like, draw a crowd, which is why it's great. Yeah, the rooms there are perfect. Nice size. My only complaint, small bathroom.
Very small bathroom.
Like, opening the door, you could barely fit around the door to
Yeah.
get in to close it.
Yep, that is really tight. The shower was small. And then it's always hit or miss with where they position the TP,
Mhm.
but I almost needed to get rotator cuff surgery.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
you had to reach back, but then you only have 8
Mu
inches to get your
Yeah.
hand back there, and it's like, whoa. So that would, yeah, I'm with you. That's one of my only complaints is that it's really tight, that bathroom area.
The room is spacious, though, so they gave up bathroom space for the room space, and it's nice. It's a nice, spacious studio, but that bathroom is tiny, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like, when we stayed there, I went in to use the toilet for the first time. I was like, "I could barely fit in this damn place."
Yeah, it was pretty rough.
That was tough, but other than that, I love that room.
Yep.
I really did. I'm glad you liked it too. I mean, the theming's just perfect, subtle designs, fits.
Mhm.
It's you know where you are. If you plop that room anywhere, you know what it's supposed to be. Rustic,
Yeah.
woodsy, Pacific Northwest. They nailed it with that one. All right, sorry. So you were hungry. I knew why you had your
Mhm.
coffee. You started to get a little gurgle in the stomach. What was
Yep.
the thought process there?
Geyser Point.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, cruise down there. I text Tim. I said, I have not eaten all day. I'm going to Geyser Point. And he and his wife went over to Disney Springs. So he texted me, said, we're on the bus. We're about 10 minutes out. I said, all right. So my entrees came. I got 2 small plates.
Okay.
I got the chicken wings, which you and I both, we know firsthand how good
Those are
those
good.
wings are.
So you
And then
ordered at the bar, not at the counter.
Yeah, correct. I just got a party for one, and they
Yeah.
put me overlooking Bay Lake,
Nice.
and it was small table with 2 chairs. So they put me over there, and I got the chicken wings, and then I saw a charcuterie flatbread.
Oh,
and I saw one of the meats was it began with a C and ended with an O. So I
Chorizo.
said, "Oh, I got to get me one of those."
Yeah.
So I got the flatbread and I got the wings, and I ate the wings first, and then then Tim joined me, and he ordered an IPA, and I had as much of the flatbread as I could. There was one more piece left, so I offered it to him, and then he asked me if I'd buy him his beer. Otherwise, he would have to charge it to his room. I'm like, of course, I'm not going to make you pay for your beer. So
Yeah.
we got his beer, and then he was going to go upstairs and go check on his wife, who was a big Houston Astros fan. So she
Okay.
was watching opening day up in the room.
Oh,
And I said, yeah, I'm going to go up and just chill for a while. So he said, just meet me back down here at 7 for the Texas game. So I went up to the room, hung out on the balcony, watched TV, crawled into bed, and you know that mistake.
oh, just nap time, baby.
You know that mistake. I fell asleep. Do you ever fall asleep for like 10 minutes and you don't know what day it is, and you
Yep.
kind of wake up like, do I have to go to work, or
Yeah.
like whatever's going on in your life? You're like, what's going? And then I'm like, oh no, it's Friday night. Or it's Thursday night rather, and I'm at Wilderness Lodge, and I could tell because I left the windows open, and I could tell
It was still
the
daylight.
sun
out.
was starting to go down. Yeah, it was still
Yeah.
daylight, but the sun was going down. So I kind of had an idea what time it was. So I looked at my watch, and it was like 20 minutes to 8. So I just text him, and he's like, yeah, I just got down here.
It's funny though when you have those naps, those like 10-minute ones. Sometimes they're the most refreshing. They knock
really
you
are.
out. You have no idea what's going on when you wake up. It takes you like
'Cause
10
when you
minutes
do
to
the-
figure out where you are.
When you do the 45-minute one, you're just getting into like your deep sleep, your
Yeah.
REM. And when you wake up, you are absolutely exhausted
Yes.
because your body's just about ready to get to where it needs to. And
I don't know. This might be TMI, Mike, but those 10-minute ones, I usually wake up like just more drool than ever. Like I'll drool more in a 10-minute nap than I do in 10 hours.
oh,
of
really?
sleep. Yeah. That's a TMI though, I think.
And we don't have TMIs between
That's
the
a
two
good
of
point.
us.
Well, there's
We
more than
share
just
too
the
much.
two of us here, parts.
Mm.
Listening at the
That's
Addicted
true.
to DVC podcast. But so you got down to the bar. Was it hopping with March Madness going on? down
It
at the bar?
was not. It was beautiful.
Okay.
It was beautiful.
I would think
So
that
we
would
get-
kind of draw a crowd. Like
I
if you're,
would too.
yeah, that's interesting. And you said he's from Austin, so he was into it.
Yeah, he's a
Texas
UT guy. So he asked for a certain bartender,
Mm-hmm.
and he was not working. He was supposedly, it was his birthday. He was on a birthday cruise,
Oh.
and he wasn't coming back until tomorrow. Our friend Chris Gelner told us to Gelner. How do you pronounce that? Gelner.
Yeah.
To go see Josh. So I asked for
but he
Josh.
wasn't working. Yeah.
He wasn't working. So he had Fabio. And Fabio was talking football with
Oh, boy.
Hippie Guy.
You just checked
Hippie
out
guy's
at that.
Hippie Guy, I said, you like soccer? Oh, Mike, I'm a season ticket holder to the Austin, whatever they are. He goes, I said, who you go with? Your wife? No, I go with my buddy, but my wife drives me just in case I want to have a little bit. And I'm like, this is a 67-year-old guy getting dropped off at the mall by his wife.
He's got his packed lunch. See ya.
It is so funny. He also goes to, have you ever heard of Austin City Limits?
Yeah, yeah.
It's a big, so Kristen went to that like years ago. And Tim said when we were on the Wish talking, he said, oh, I go every year. He goes, Kathy drops me off and picks me up at the same spot. I'm like, that's so stupid. Hey, at least he's responsible.
Yeah,
right?
there you go. That's perfect.
So we got to talking, and then there's a couple sitting next to us, and they were just going to be a one and done. She got a fruity drink, and he got a old fashioned.
Yeah.
So Tim looks at me, he goes, Who are they rooting for, Mike? I go, I don't know, Tim. I haven't even started. He goes, He goes, you guys Texas fans? No, we don't really care. As long as it's not UConn.
Oh boy.
So I said, you hate UConn? They're like, we can't stand them. I said, where you from? And they were like, from like Wilmington or like right
Yeah.
near there. So we're talking. I said, "How come you?" We just never liked him. We can't stand Dan Hurley. And I said, "Yeah, my cousins. He's a fan." And I said, "I went to Madison Square Garden, and they're just so annoying." He goes, "They're the most annoying fans." He goes, "There's nothing to do there." He goes, "Stores is in the middle of nowhere. There's nothing to do. All they have is UConn basketball. So they let you know when they're good, and they're obnoxious." I'm like, okay, so I'm not the only one. So we talked, of course, DVC. They're looking to winter somewhere, maybe just for a month, and doing a Verbo every year as opposed to carrying two houses. So of course, I mean, once Tim started, I went in for the kill.
Yeah.
Like you said you don't like talking on the airplane. If you ever were in 31B in between me and Tim, would that be one of your worst nightmares?
If I didn't know either of you? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like it would be. Yeah. I'd have these headphones on, not plugged in, and hoping you took a hint from me.
No, they don't. They don't deter me.
They don't take a hit.
No. So then he said, kept looking at his watch. He said, "I kind of want to go to the Magic Kingdom because I've never seen their night show." He said, "Kathy's seeing it. I haven't seen it." I said, I'll go over there with you." He said, "All right, I got to run up to the room and take some pills." I said, "All right, I'm going to run up to the room and make a cocktail for the boat ride over the Magic Kingdom." So he goes, "All right." He goes, "I'll make a cocktail too." So I said, "I'll meet you over by the Geyser, in between the pool and the Geyser, on the pathway over to the
Yeah. That's where the boat picks you up.
So I'm walking and I'm kind of going past the Roaring Forks on the outside, going to make my way. And I see him coming out of Roaring Forks, and he's got a Yingling, a 16-ounce Yingling.
Yeah.
And I said, "I thought you were making a cocktail." He goes, "I totally forgot. I didn't want to go back to the room, and I certainly didn't want to get on that boat without a cocktail." So he goes, I said, "You think they're going to," I go, "Mine's in my coffee cup." I said, "You think they're going to let you bring a beer on board?" He goes, We'll find out." He just walked onto the boat. So you'll appreciate this. We get off the boat, and I still had a few sips left. So I'm like, I don't want to chance it, like go through security and have them ask me what's in there, because then I'm going to look like a bozo.
Yeah.
So I stood off to the side, and Tim went through, and I'm standing off to the side. Next thing I know, here we go. Security guard comes over. He goes, "Can I help you? Is there something I can help you with?" I said, "No." I said, "I'm waiting for my wife." I said, "She missed the boat, and she just texted me. She's getting on the next boat, and she's probably about 10 minutes behind. So I'm just going to wait for her to get off the boat." And he's like, "Oh, okay." I said, "Why? Do I look suspicious?" He goes, "I'll be honest, you looked really suspicious." He goes, "You're standing outside of security, like in the corner on your, like messing around on your phone." I'm like, "Yeah, I can see that. We haven't gotten through security yet, so I haven't been searched or anything. Yeah, I can totally see that." So we went in and we watched the show. Tim was lukewarm on it, and you still haven't seen it, have you?
I have not, no.
Yeah.
But you like it a lot, right?
Mm-hmm. I really do. I like it. It's one of those where it replaced the old schools, and we're always OG pretty much about everything.
Yeah.
But technology, it's just better. The music's better. The characters
Graphics,
are better.
all
The
that.
story,
Yeah.
everything's just better. It was long overdue, and they did a hell of a job with this show.
No, that's good.
Yeah, that song just gets stuck in my head for like
I'm
days.
excited. I haven't watched any videos on it either, so I'm like totally blind.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, you always want to go in blind on something that you haven't experienced
most of the
yet.
time. Yeah.
Except room reviews, those are hard to stay away from, aren't they?
Yeah, I don't need to go in blind to that. I wanted to see the Kidani refurb the first day there were videos out.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else at Magic Kingdom, or you just did that and got out?
Yeah, we pretty much just did that and got out.
So what did the security guard didn't notice that you walked in without your wife eventually?
No, because it's just wave after
many
wave
people,
after
yeah.
wave. Yeah.
Which is funny.
And at that point, I mean, you go through and there's no beeps, and I have no bag. So who cares? It could have been
Right.
she didn't get on the boat, or
Yeah, no, I know. I'm just
Yeah.
it's funny. Did you do your laps around
Of course I did,
Boulder?
yeah.
There's not as much ground. Well, I haven't explored like off because a lot of it's closed down with the construction going on, like the paths and stuff, right?
Yeah, because there was a time that you could walk over to
Fort Wilderness, right?
Fort Wilderness. Yeah, yep.
Hopefully that opens back up once Lakeshore Lodge is done.
That will be nice.
How's that looking?
It's just overtaking the resort. I mean, you just see
Yeah.
it piling over the trees.
Yeah, they go straight up now. They don't sprawl out like they used to.
Mm-hmm.
They just go straight up with these things. Did you do anything else when you got back to the resort besides doing your laps and walking around?
Yeah, I did my laps. I think I might have watched some of the second game.
Now, did you see the water pageant or did you miss that?
Yeah, we did. No, it was cool. We saw it from Geyser Point. It's
'Cause
so
it comes
cool.
right over there, yeah.
It comes right over there. Yeah, we were watching that.
They shut the TVs off right at 11 o'clock, even though the games are still going.
I told Fabio that story.
Yeah.
He said that is absolute BS. I told him the World Series story. He
Yeah.
said that's BS. He said we'll actually leave our stuff on. And when I was doing my laps, people were sitting there watching college basketball, and the bar was closed because they close early there.
Oh, really?
They close
Not
at,
even
yeah,
11?
they close at like 10.
I don't get that, man.
I don't either.
They have these people captive at the resort, and they like don't want to serve them booze. 11:30, midnight? I don't know. It's so strange.
Like, think about it. Like, say like you guys get back from a long night and you just want a cocktail and you're coming back from the Magic Kingdom and your girls are at the age where they just go up to the room and go to bed or watch TV and you don't have to be there with them. And like you and Sarah want to just sit down, you're going to have a beer and she's going to have a water or something. Like,
Yeah.
shouldn't that be an option?
Yeah. Yeah, you shouldn't get back to your hotel after the park is still open and everything be closed at your hotel.
And apparently that was like a COVID thing. That was something that never came back. Fabio said that they used to be open till midnight, 1 o'clock.
Oh, really?
Back in the
I
day,
didn't
yeah.
remember that. Okay. I'm sure that's true, obviously. Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't make a lot of sense.
Not at all.
I feel like you'd maximize only show in town at that point.
I get it that you don't want it to be a drinking place. If that's the case, then just don't serve alcohol anywhere.
Yeah, don't have bars. They
just have it be all restaurants. But
They glamorize the alcohol there. Not that they don't want it to be a drinking place. They absolutely want it
Correct.
to be a drinking place. It is a drinking
Yeah.
place. That's what people go for.
no, but they'll hide on their morals and say that we don't. This isn't what like our core competency is.
No, I get it, but it's how they act and what they say are two totally different things.
Well, we know that, of course.
Now, you said 2 nights, but you weren't at Boulder Ridge for 2 nights. You just stayed there for the
Couldn't
one
get
night,
2
right?
nights. Couldn't get 2 nights. Yeah,
So you had to stay a cash stay for the second night.
cash day for the second night.
But
and you
before
will
we
hear
get
that.
ahead, we won't talk about that here. We try not to talk about those cash days on the Addicted to DVC podcast if we can help
No.
it. What'd you do the next morning?
I told Susie. She asked me what time I got up. I got up like at 9:30. It was one of those
Oh,
just
wow.
dark rooms. And I put the radio on, but I put it on a timer the night before. So I was listening to probably Nancy Guthrie stuff because I still can't get enough of that coverage.
Yeah.
And it was one where the room was so dark, and I said, "Oh my God, what time is it?" I thought it was 6:30, and I looked, and it was like 9:35. I'm like, "Oh my God!" So I didn't have to get up anytime soon. So I just put the TV on, just kind of lounged around. They had a Keurig, so I made a couple cups of coffee and just sat out on the deck for
Yeah.
about an hour.
I don't mind the coffee out of the rooms.
No, well, I don't like the bag the bagged coffee. but I thought that their Keurigs are fine.
Oh, see, I don't mind the bagged ones either. But I also
The
make
problem is
I
you
make
make
a
a pitcher
pot
of
the
iced
night
coffee.
the night before, and I throw it in the refrigerator and have it as iced coffee in the morning.
It's just always so hard to judge because you're so used to what to do at home. So it by the time you figure out the water situation, you're already done.
That's true. Yeah, you can't make a full pot because then it's too watered down. You have to do like a half
Yeah.
pot with that thing. Did you grab a breakfast at the resort, or you just kind
I
of
did not. No,
no?
I just kind of no, I didn't do anything. I had the coffee, I did a vlog, I did a walk around. Um
Because you weren't leaving property, so you weren't really in a rush
Yeah.
to get out. You just had to
No.
get out of the room at some point.
Yeah. So I was farting around and like I told you guys in the group chat that there was security down in the lobby at Boulder Ridge
Yeah,
working a hound dog. And I'm like, I've never seen that before. It has to be with this whole Iran thing. They got to be some type of intelligence because security was very heightened.
yeah, that's
And Tim
weird.
had even said that him and Kathy, she's having some mobility issues, so they actually ended up buying a scooter.
Okay.
Like she can walk, she's fine, but there's times where she just needs something, and instead of renting her wheelchair, he just bought one of those scooters, threw it in the back of his pickup truck, and drove it out from Texas.
Yeah.
Um, but she said when they were going into the park, she has the scooter with a big backpack in the back, and they had the dogs working that scooter as they were walking in from the parking lot. So
Hmm.
definitely a lot more presence with the dogs. I saw more dogs inside the parks. I saw them at the resorts. Because usually you see your one or two
That's security at the
outside of
park.
Magic
Yeah,
Kingdom. Yeah, just kind of walking around going from group to group. But it was definitely heightened this last trip.
that's interesting. I wonder
Hmm
some kind of tip came in or something. Who knows?
I mean, if you're at war, I mean, what are some of your big targets going to be?
Yeah, I guess that's true. What any final thoughts on Boulder Ridge? I know you're not going to really get into the other stuff, but
No, I mean, it's definitely something that I would look into as far as sleep around points.
the chart's nice there.
The chart's nice. It's priced right.
It can be tough to
And
get into at 7 months because it's not
it
big,
can be
not a
tough.
lot of
Yep.
inventory. Yeah,
But like I told Susie, I said, this is when you stay here, this is going to be one of your favorites because it was quiet.
it's really nice.
It's
Yeah,
quiet. And that's what we like. It's quiet. When I went down to the lobby, there was a younger guy, say younger, like 20s, 30s, and he was working. He was on his laptop and he was working. Um, there were a couple on those rocking chairs in front of the fireplace,
yeah,
and
in
that
the
was
train
about
room.
it.
Yeah,
It's so chill.
yeah.
The pool is quiet. You walk around, you don't hear a peep.
I love that
Even
quiet pool. The Boulder Ridge pool is
yeah,
so
it's
nice.
phenomenal. We're so into the quiet pools more so than the main pools now.
But I would call that a main pool. It doesn't have a
I
slide,
would
so it's
too.
not a main pool, but it's like
Yep.
a feature pool, I guess. Because when I think of a quiet pool, I think of just like an Olympic-sized rectangle pool with
Well,
nothing.
that's I would say the same thing with the Grand Floridian. They have two featured pools, but I think the definition of a quiet pool is one that doesn't have the kids'
The-
activities in the
Right,
afternoon.
or a water slide, yeah. Something like that, too. Yep.
Um,
No, you're
but
absolutely
yeah,
right.
everything
Um,
about it, I like.
Yeah. I love being
I mean, even
connected to
on
the
the other,
main lobby. Yeah.
yep, and you're actually closer to the bus stop than you
Yeah.
are from the main, from Copper Creek or the
Yep.
cash stay. But that even Copper Creek and where the cash rooms are, that's even chill. Even when it's busy, that place is so chill, isn't it?
Hmm. I think it just slows you down when you're in there. Just the vibes of it. Now, did you get to check out the one bedroom? Did you get a tour of Hippie Guy's room or no?
I did not. I didn't
No.
ask, and I'm not. I just don't have an interest in Copper Creek.
I know, but you like to see any room.
Of course, I do.
Now, would you have stayed Copper Creek Studio if it was the only thing?
Yeah,
Inventory?
yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely, yeah. Because I just knew we don't. We both when we do the parks, we do the same thing. We just eat and just
Yeah.
sit on a stoop and just talk and hang out. So I knew the main thing that we needed. Like a year ago, I stayed. I visited him. I stayed at the Tower Studio at Riviera, and then he was at Riviera in December. Just so happened to be the same time that we were there. So it's easy to stay at the same place because we just like to. We don't tear it up. We'll just sit there and watch. We were watching a football game at Riviera, had a couple beers, and we're watching college basketball, having a couple beers. But yeah, it's just easy to be at the same spot.
Mm-hmm. Any other thoughts, or you want to wrap it up?
No, we can wrap it up.
All right.
You can find us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube at DVC Addicts. Email the show, info@addictedtodvc.com, and join our Facebook group, DVC Addicts. For my cousin and co-host Gary in Rhode Island, I'm Mike in Florida. Thanks for listening. We'll talk again next week.
Thank you for listening to the Addicted to DVC podcast with Mike and Gary. We want to hear from you. Email us at info@addictedtodvc.com and follow us on all socials at DVC Addicts. We appreciate you being a part of our DVC community, and we'll see you again on our next episode. Thanks again for listening, and welcome home.